Hello.
Hi, Sheila. How are you?
Good are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you so much for making time to speak with K Daniels Media.
You're welcome.
So, as you know, we're doing a show called Behind the Success. So, we'd like you to take us behind the scenes of your everyday life and what makes you successful.
Cool.
Thank you. Thank you. So, Sheila, what is the first thing that came to mind when you woke up this morning?
I have a purchase to send out.
Tell us who Sheila Afari is.
Sheila Afari is an entrepreneur. I'm currently working in the PR, entertainment, lifestyle space.
Okay.
Born in Ghana, grew up in the Eastern Cape. Have lots of plans and visions for work across the continent. And yeah.
Okay, so when you started your business journey, because you've never submitted a CV before, right?
No, I haven't.
So take us through that. What sparked your entrepreneurial spirit?
It was just by chance, actually. My first dabble into entrepreneurship was actually on campus at ECT. I literally just stepped on the flyer that was advertising an entrepreneurship week. And I picked it up and read it, and it piqued my interest. So I decided to attend, and I was really blown away. There were literally tons of students on campus running their own businesses that were successful. Some of them were paying their own university fees, some were even paying their siblings' university fees. That really inspired me to think, if they could do it, so could I.
Okay.
And during that week, we learned a lot how to register a business, and so I ended up actually registering a business. And at the end of the week, we had a dinner with some established entrepreneurs who were seated at various tables across the room. And next to me was an established entrepreneur who asked me what I did.
Yeah.
And recognizing the opportunity, I told him I had an events company. I literally registered it like 2-3 days before that.
Yeah.
And he asked me, he said he has an event coming up, do I want to do it? And I said yes.
Okay.
And my first event ended up being for this multi-millionaire at his penthouse in Sea Point.
Wow.
And from there, I ended up doing raise formals, 21st birthday parties. Then after graduating, we went on to corporate events, weddings, etc. And it's quite a journey in terms of how I eventually got into PR. But yeah.
So how did you identify a gap in PR? Take us through that.
Okay, so even though I'd never submitted a CV, I actually did have a job at one stage.
Okay.
A mentor of mine, I told him I thought if I need to get a bit more business savvy and was contemplating getting a job, and he says, I'm looking for a job, he'll give me one. And we did some projects together, and eventually the company that he was with was opening up the head office in Joburg. That time I was still living in Cape Town, and I was offered the marketing manager position. So I moved up to Joburg and I did that for a year. Whilst there, I did some work for his wife. So when I was leaving, he asked if I wanted to continue doing some stuff for her, and I said PR. Not really knowing much about PR, but I managed to get her some features in magazines before, so I took the chance.
Yes. And then tell us about your favorite color.
Favorite color?
Yeah.
Well, the thing that popped to mind was red, but I'm not sure why. I don't really have many things that are red, but I think it's a bright color, it's powerful, it stands out, it represents quite a lot of things, love, anger, fire.
Yeah. So when it comes to your brand, can you tell us, Sheila Afari, take us through the brand. Why did you decide on how you wanted to position it the way you did position it?
When I started my PR company, I actually registered Sheila Afari Group, knowing that being an entrepreneur, there's different stuff I want to do, there's different companies I want to run, so I wanted them to fall under the umbrella Sheila Afari Group. And having it self-named was really much about legacy and what you leave behind for the next generation. So very early on, I had that kind of mindset, and that's how I got the name. Now, luckily enough, it doesn't really ring a bell to a person, like Alexander Forbes or Ogilvy Mathers. People don't. They always ask, people don't. but yeah, so it's become like a name now.
Okay.
That isn't about necessarily that's a person. But I go with the abbreviation SAPR for the PR company.
Yes.
I'm a player in South Africa. So I'm trying to kind of get that abbreviation to stick. But yeah, I think someone recently asked me, it's like, if you got married, would you change your name?
Yes.
Even though it was a weird question of like in 2018, that's actually a concern. People ask that question. But it's become like Mary Ann or Peggy Sue.
Okay.
So Sheila Afari is like the first name to me now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then we'll see when you get married what your surname will be.
Yeah.
And then tell us about some of the highlights that you've had as an entrepreneur.
Wow. There've been so many. I think sometimes I don't really celebrate the different milestones because, you keep going and it's on to the next thing. But I think even just establishing the brand. When I first moved to Joburg, I knew nobody, and the aim was really to start afresh and build something. And I think I'm proud to say, 6 years on, the Sheila Afari name and reputation stands for something. I think highlights has just been being able to work with amazing people over the years and contribute to the success of their careers. Being able to teach people that will learn. Highlights, you were quoting with us earlier. In 2015 I won the Ghana Awards for Best Small / Medium Business.
Wow.
Which I guess is the highlight because sometimes you don't see that you're doing well and other people recognize you, so it's always nice to get some kind of recognition from external sources.
Yes.
I think right now I'm just excited about the growth of the business and where it's going next. I'm looking forward to that.
So under the Sheila Afari group, how many entities do you have? So you have PR, you have events management. Is there something else that you have?
Okay, so I have an events company, Lavish Industries.
Okay.
That's the company I started in university. I have Sheila Afari Music Services, which is a very close kind of sister partner company to the PR one, where we offer radio and TV planning services and digital distribution.
Okay.
I have Mosaic, which is a new online culture publication. Look out for it. Then I have some other ideas I want to get into.
Okay.
Mostly in the product space and maybe even property. But that will come in the future. Right now, just kind of laying the right foundations for what I've started to be able to last the test of time.
What is your view on mentorship? Do you have? Yes, you did mention before that you had a mentor. So, what is your view on mentorship? Is it important for young business people to have one?
Well, I think mentorship in any form is good, and in the sense of, as an entrepreneur, I believe it's important to surround yourself with other entrepreneurs. I don't think mentorship necessarily needs to be a formal setting where it's like, okay, hey, I'm your mentor, you my mentee, let's,
Yes.
I think sometimes people can be your mentor without having formalized and said, hey, you're my mentor, just by, following what they're doing, reading books, watching certain video clips. I think there's lots of things around us that we can learn from. Even our peers, people often think the mentor needs to be someone who has done it for a very long time, and I think sometimes we forget that people around us who are in the here and now can actually have a huge impact on us.
Yes.
I actually do run a mentorship program and have some people who come to me for advice and sessions, and it also helps me to realize that actually I have some knowledge that I can pass on, or I have experience that someone else can take advice from, but also learn from them, and their challenges and what they're going through and get different perspectives. So I would encourage people to have the idea of mentorship. You don't have to go find someone and physically meet with them, but know that you need to keep learning and growing, and you can get a lot of advice and wisdom from other entrepreneurs who've done the journey. What
books are you currently reading?
Ooh, too many. Too many. I've now started going through, trying to go through 3 or 4 books. I'm still trying to finish Lean In. I think I get the crux of the book, but I've taken my time through that. I think just to ponder more in terms of what it means to be a woman in business, particularly as an entrepreneur who are not necessarily in the space of men being in boardrooms all the time, but being able to understand that ideology or how it really impacts us, has opened my mind to certain things. Ian Furr, the founder of Sorbet, has released a new book in terms of the soul of Sorbet, and for me, it's a really critical book for me in terms of where I am right now, in terms of building culture for a company. What does that look like? Because sometimes you don't realize that, yes, you're building something, but the people within my ecosystem, the people who are working here, people who are interning, and what does the company want to contribute to that? And just the challenges that he has faced in his business and how he overcame that has been quite inspiring. I haven't finished it yet, but I think it's the right book for me right now. I'll just highlight this.
And speaking of which, how many people work under your company, and what is your leadership style?
Well, it varies in terms of people that are here. Some people are short-term, some people are long-term. Currently, we have 4 full-time and 2 interns. I think going forward, I would like to keep a small team, just in terms of maximizing productivity and being able to be an actual resource to people in the team. My leadership style, I guess you'll have to ask there, but I think I'm an open leader in the sense of, I don't want people to think that, because I do this certain way, that everybody needs to do that. For me, it's we need to learn and grow from each other. I had new interns start recently, and I told them that, you study PR, you just come fresh out of varsity, you should have insights that I don't have. If I give you a template of this is how we do it, interrogate it. Think about how can you do it better. So I think my leadership styles encourage people to be critical thinkers, to take initiative, to be open-minded, not to just follow things, but to come and contribute and say, how can I do it better? I recently had a meeting with someone in the media space who was saying, Sheila, the things that you were doing a few years ago, I've seen people that you take your templates, copy and paste and put their logo on and they're running with that. And it's a good thing, in terms of, what we're doing is sort of set a benchmark, people see it, approve and like and want to follow or copy. But I think the industry needs to make the industry move forward. We need to get a point where it's not just about copy and pasting templates, but saying, okay, I love what I did here, how can I do it better? Mm-hmm. And it also challenges us as an agency to keep doing better. If we move the industry forward, we keep pushing boundaries, everybody keep following.
Okay, and then I'm going to put you on the spot here. I'm seeing that you represented people, giants in South Africa, such as Kuli China, aka, and Gail Malabane. So take us through how you were able to help build their career into such a big career that they have now. And I know that Terry Pete as well is one of your clients. So take us through how you were able to build such a big brand to the people that we look up to in South Africa.
Looking at this wall gives me mixed emotions because I have like another 20 covers that are supposed to be on there, and the service provider kind of messed things up, so they're sitting on my desk because they weren't the same. But to your question, I actually don't like answering questions like that. And people often ask why. My company isn't about the people in it or the people we've done work for. Yes, they're a reference point, but I think it takes a whole team to build someone's brand. And I'm not going to take ownership for the success of people's brands. I think what is testament to the company being able to still be around and doing good work is that we have great work ethic, we do what we need to do, we're a team player, and that's what counts. I would hate to ever be the agency 10 years from now, still riding on the wave of clients we did work for 10 years ago we're not working for anymore. It means that we're not growing as an agency.
So when it comes to people considering starting businesses in your field, what would your advice be?
Put in the work and don't give up. I meet lots of people who say, I'm a publicist, I'm doing this work. But if you interrogate them further, they've built it around I know so and so at this station, I know so and so this application. And it's not sustainable in the sense of focus on who your client is, what they stand for, how do you sell them, more than I know so and so. Because eventually so and so leaves there, how do you have an end? Do you know this, what the station's shows are? You know what features they are, where your client would fit in? Do you know the magazine you're reading? Do you know the target audience? Do you know how to sell your client? For me, as much as I'll always tell people if you come to me, I'm like, I don't guarantee you anything. But I also believe that, you know, if some PR company has not gotten you anything, they didn't do the work. Because it's impossible to take on a client and not get any results. It means you didn't take the time to kind of know your client and how you can sell your client. And, you know, if you don't know how to sell your client, then isn't someone you should work with or a product you should take on.
How do you define success?
Wow. Success is the accumulation of a lot of failures. I think I recently saw that somewhere. And it's true, you don't just wake up a success overnight. I think there's always a journey of things you have to go through and achieve and accomplish and overcome. And that leads to something. And again, people always say, you know, success is subjective. I do believe that. For me right now, success is I am an entrepreneur. I saw an opportunity to start a PR company and I did. I didn't quite know the necessary steps and the immediate know-how, but I had a vision. And I can honestly say, if I look back, that I probably surpassed the vision in the past 6 years. And now it's about saying, okay, cool, what's the next step? And I'm working towards that next step. So yeah, so for now I actually believe that my company has been a success. And I look forward to more successes, which means a lot of failures that are still going to come, a lot of challenges, a lot of hardships.
2 last questions. Where do you see yourself in 2019? Are there goals you are aiming to tick off?
Oh, 2019. I'm already like thinking 2020.
Wow.
2019, I think there's going to be a lot more me, in the sense of, I think I need to take care of myself and, you know, to get ready for the next big journey. Take care of myself in the sense of not to burn out. So I think 2019 will be more of a strategic year, where I'll take it a bit slower, just kind of focus on personal stuff and gear up for a huge shift and change in the business. We'll still be in the PR space, but we'll be expanding, not just locally, but also on the continent. I'm excited about that. For me, it's one of those, you know, if you can dream big, or if you could dream at all, dream big, you know, it's like go big or go home. Yeah. So it's, you know, it's about creating agency that not only makes an impact in the entertainment space, but in the PR space in general in South Africa and on the continent.
And lastly, what are your success tips to young people?
Success tips, stay focused. You know, when I started this, I had events coming, this, and I decided, okay, you know what, to make this work, let me focus on one thing, and that helped. Work hard, and not in the sense of, you know, don't have a life, but always take things the extra mile. Always, you know, it's under promise, over deliver. You know, that really goes a long way. Stay connected in the sense of you can't just live in a bubble. You need to know what's happening in the world. In PR, you need to be on top of everything. You need to know what new publications are coming out. You need to know what trends are happening. You need to know what thoughts are happening. You need to be able to critique various things in the media space in terms of crisis management or something that's gone really well, you know, trying to unpack, you know, how did the brand campaign go well, what are the elements. So always kind of be on top of things. And lastly, take care of yourself. I think it's important to get some rest. It's important to spend time with family and friends, and also do things that you enjoy.
Okay, Sheila, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me.
Thank you so much for coming through, and I hope to see you guys soon. And well done on an amazing media platform and what you're doing. We're behind you all the way.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.